While Green Day has conquered the world, Billy Joe Armstrong and his friends find joy in something smaller, more raw, something that takes them back to their roots. The Coverups is a side project by Jillie Bow Legweak, Jason White, formerly Mike Dirnt of Green Day, Bill Schneider, and Chris Dugan. The Coverups have a penchant for covering classics like the Ramones, the Clash, and the Kinks, in contrast to the larger-than-life persona of Green Day. The playful and down-to-earth vibe that the Coverups bring to the stage is one of underground and DIY shows similar to seeing your friend's band play, or maybe even your local or semi-local bands. Why is this an important aspect of Green Day and being a Green Day fan? Well, the songs that Billy Joe and company pick it's an homage to the music that shaped their early years. Jillie Bow Legweak has peak musical taste. Most of his favorite bands are perfect, just like Green Day are perfect. The Who, Queen, Cheap Trick, Poison Idea, if you want to get a little bit more obscure. When the Coverups come to town, they never come to my town. I'll tell you that right now. They're over on the other coast. But when they do come to town, they still bring the crowd pleasers, just like a Green Day show. They peel back the flashy rock star fireworks and they bring the crowd-pleasing songs, because that crowd-pleasing, the people-pleasing, that's just part of Billy Joe Armstrong's DNA. He will rock you. The second element of the Coverups makeup is that it's fun to play for the sake of playing, right? It's not some conglomerate network fueling the album/touring cycle so that the good folks at Warner Brothers can eat nice at end of the year Omega 3000. Hitting the stage and playing like you're 17 years old again, it's just a lot of fun. That's rock and roll. To be able to do that so freely and have buttloads of money in the bank, that's got to be like the high of a lifetime. Oh yeah, I got my money and I'm feeling kind of low. Billy and Mike, and Mike is no longer in the Coverups. He's chosen to do, goat farming and pig farming and stuff. Billy and his friends, Jason and Bill, Billy and his friends in this band are in the same boat that I'm in mentally in 2025, and that's punk rock is stupid. This band, the Coverups, it's more about good music and good times, not some classless ideal system that's just as square as the one that it's rallying against. So, segment 3, the intimacy of smaller kicks. Teenage kicks right through the night. Oh yeah! Contrast the arena-filling shows of Green Day with the close-knit, low-pressure vibe of the Coverups performances. That's what we're talking about. The atmosphere of the venues like Pappy's and Harriet's and other venues the Coverups have played are more comfortable or chill than being on a massive stage with pyro that you have to choreograph your movements to, and marks you have to hit, and lines that you basically read from your teleprompter, Billy Joe. Hey-o! 1 minute, no time for audibles. Although, if you guys seen the latest Green Day shows, they throw in, they teased At the Library. They played 86 earlier today as of filming. So there is hope, that maybe Green Day they're trying to tweak the set list for the future. Because gosh dang, next time around, Green Day are going to have 15 albums, and they already kind of limit it to about 7 albums live. So I know the trilogy and Father of All, they're just not going to happen. So that kind of gives us room for 39 Smooth, Kerplunk. Anyway, The experience is quite better for fans who can see Billy and Jason and their friends on stage instead of a Jumbotron video screen from 2,000 light years away. Billy Joe's sweat is in your mouth. There's smoking and heaping of covers that inspired some of Green Day's biggest hits. And that is what's really important. That's what covers are about. Like hearing Green Day play We Are the Champions and thinking, wow, this is so good. I got to go listen to the entirety of Queen. Or what's that song? Cheap Trick, The Replacements, The Descendants. Oh my God. And that is the most important thing about doing covers. Next up in this fourth section, this fourth segment, if you will, there is connections to Green Day's roots. The Coverups let Billy Joe and his friends reconnect with the raw energy and that do-it-yourself ethos that defined the early years of Green Day and the early years of the punk scene. From the indie charm of the Plimsolls to the chameleon elegance of David Bowie's All the Young Dudes. The work that the Coverups cover up, it really helps to keep the fire lit under Green Day's collective tushy, even if Trey and Mike are waiting in the wings or they're chilling at home with the kids, except for the tush of Trey Cool, because, you know, he's never been a cover-up. I do think he does some kinky stuff to keep his booty nice and hot, but he's not doing the cover-up stuff. Belt sanders are his thing. You know what I mean? Belt sanders are tight wad heel. I mean, what? Another element is the parallel between these small gigs and Green Day's earliest days of backyard bashes and restartus. I don't know what that means. Restartus is what the script says. Bashes and restartas. Restartas. Oh! Restaurants. Restaurants is hard to spell, people. So I wrote restartus. Backyard bashes and restartus. Restaurants. Before the Gilman Street Warehouse even knew their names, with their love of music alive and vibrating, Green Day also have to feel great going back to the big stages after doing these shows, right? That's got to be a high in and of itself. There's that magic charm to being drenched in the sweat of 200 of your fans packed into a room, but the high of performing in front of 550,001 has got to be breathtaking in a very different but ultra satisfying way. Segment 5. Why fans love the Coverups shows. We're gonna share some fan perspectives on what makes the Coverups special. What makes the Coverups special is that there is a communal vibe to all the things surrounding the Coverups. The thrill of hearing punk classics live and the chance to maybe hang out with Jillie Bow Legweak, Jason, Bill, Chris Dugan. Anyone named Chris is okay in my book or books. Experiencing the fast and loose action of parts of Green Day up close without the snoo, without the Van Gogh. I mean, Mike and Trey. That's the thumbnail, right? Without Trey. Alligator, mama, papa, come and feel. I'm a space invader. I'll be a rock and roller with you. Keep your mouth shut, you're squawking like a pink monkey bird. I'm busting up my brains for the world. The Coverups aren't just a side project. They're a reminder of why we all fell in love with music in the first place. In their own words, it's not about the fame, the grandeur, the spectacle. It's all about the songs that bring us together and the timeless joy of playing them loud.